Master of Sass, the last voyage. Zane and Wu looked out over the horizon through binoculars at something that wasn't there before. Most peculiar. Yesterday there was just ocean, but now there is an island, Zane observed. The Dark Island, Zane, Wu clarified. And what I find more peculiar is after Ninjago City was attacked by the Stone Army, today they have vanished. Do you think they are on this Dark Island? Zane wondered. Garmadon may be responsible. Wu stroked his beard. I fear that too. But what's most important is we have to find out what is on that island. Perhaps my falcon can have a look, Zane suggested. He sent the falcon off to scout out the dark island that had just risen from the sea. The other ninja were working on the Destiny's bounty, trying to fix the mangled boosters. Irene kicked it in frustration, and Jay was splashed with oil. Ugh, useless pile of junk, he griped. Oh, it's worse than I feared, Nia said. The rotors on the starboard booster are completely destroyed. The port boosters are shot from the strain. Oh, sorry guys. She's not getting airborne anytime soon. So, if the Stone Army attacks again, we're sitting ducks, Cole concluded. Ducks can fly, Cole. Weren't you listening? Jay pointed out. We just got our tails handed to us, and we couldn't even stop one of them, Kai said. Ugh, I hate feeling helpless. You know, I could take them out, Irene said. Kai swatted at her. And kill yourself in the process? No, Irene, not gonna happen. We mustn't give up hope, Kai, Wu told him. But the Stone Army is indestructible, Lloyd reminded everyone. You saw it. At best, all my powers could do was slow them down. Irene could probably break them, but it would be too much for her. That's not entirely true, Misako said. There is a way to defeat them, and it is told within the scrolls. She led everyone inside and showed them her research. The prophecy reveals that the power to defeat the Stone Army lies within the Green Ninja, she said. I tried. I gave them everything I had, Lloyd said. Yes, but you are stronger than you think, Misako told her son. Look, the true power of the Green Ninja can only be unlocked when his 4 protectors find their own pure elemental powers. I think that's you guys, Irene said. If we are the protectors, then we're doomed, Zane said. Our elemental golden weapons no longer exist. We cannot tap into our elemental powers without them. Yes, you can, Irene said firmly. Look at me. I don't need a golden weapon to create illusions. Misako, is there a way for the guys to unlock their powers on their own? There is, Misako replied. We must go to the Temple of Light. Temple of Light? What's that? Nia asked. The gold in the golden weapons was from the Golden Peaks, but they were forged in the Temple of Light, a powerful place I thought only existed in legend, Misako explained. It's on the Dark Island, Wu said. I think our only choice is to find out, Misako replied. So we get our powers back? All right, Cole whooped. But there's still one big problem, Nia reminded the group. The bounty can't fly. It's a ship, right? Can't it sail? Misako pointed out. Silly question. Of course it can, Jay said. Right? Preparations were made, and Irene called up all their friends and family to tell them the news of their voyage. On the day of departure, the dock was crowded with people wanting to see them off. Now promise me you'll eat your vegetables, Edna said as she hugged Jay. Mom, he whined. Oh, I mean it. You get sluggish when you don't get enough vitamins. Ed, tell him if he's going to save the world, he has to eat his vegetables, Edna said. Do what your mother says, Ed told his son, clearly in no mood to argue. Lou brushed a tear from his eye as he hugged Cole. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything, Cole said. You're right. I don't have to say anything, but I do have to sing, Lou said. The Royal Blacksmith launched into a jaunty 4-part medley. Who's gonna save Ninjago's hide? Who's gonna make a dad swell with pride? Cole is cold as coal, coal, coal. Everyone applauded. That's the sweetest thing I ever heard, Pop, Cole said. The entire Mayfield family enveloped Irene in a massive group hug. We love you, baby, her father said. Stay safe, honey, her mom added. Kick their butts, baby sis, Mark said. I love you, Irene. Look out for the others, Elise told her. Irene grinned. I love you guys. I'll come back and tell you everything. Now, Dareth, as the honorary brown ninja, we're entrusting you with protecting Ninjago and tending to the Ultra Dragon. Kai said to Dareth, are you up to the tasks? I won't let you down, Dareth promised. He turned to the crowd. Did you hear that? I'm officially the brown ninja. Everyone cheered. Oh, what's my elemental power? Dareth asked. Hot air, Nia suggested. So I command the wind. Cool, Dareth gasped. Lloyd rode in on the Ultra Dragon. He dismounted and petted all four heads. You need to stay here, big guy. These people need your protection, he said. Zane stood on the deck, looking over the crowd with a wistful expression. Wu came and stood next to him. Is there anyone you would like to say goodbye to? My only family is my falcon, and my only memory of my father was nearly erased, Zane said. I will miss Ninjago, for it's all I know, but I am excited to see what the future has in store. Well, my Nindroid friend, there are a few people who would like to say goodbye to you, Wu told him, gesturing at a bunch of cheering fangirls. Rufus McAllister shoved through them, saying, I love you, you stupid Nindroid. Pupils, it's time we set sail, Wu announced. As they cast off, the ninja all shouted their last goodbyes to their loved ones. Dareth was standing on top of a post, blowing air in their direction as the ship sailed away. You see that? It's working! Everyone cheered. Jay, did you make sure to pack clean underwear? Edna shouted. Yes, Mom! Jay shouted back in exasperation as the others laughed at him. Irene put one hand on his shoulder, a wicked grin on her face. Don't forget to eat your veggies, Jay. She giggled as Jay groaned in annoyance. We still have a long journey ahead of us, Wu said. Still no word from your falcon? Cole said to Zane. Not yet, the Nindroid replied. I wonder what's on the island, Kai said. An entirely new ecosystem, Zane suggested. Never before seen creatures, Cole said. Oh, vegetable that tastes like dessert? Jay kidded. The Temple of Light, Irene said. I hope the Stone Army is there, Kai said. They may have gotten the best of us once, but never again. You said it, Cole agreed. Hear, hear, Jay added. I wonder if this is the end of our destiny, Lloyd said. If it is, there isn't anyone else I'd want on my side, Kai told him. Hear, hear, Jay agreed. You said it, Cole added. Zane switched on his falcon vision. My falcon has arrived at the Dark Island, he cried. They all ran up to the bridge. Zane put on a pair of goggles that were connected to the computer. There, now we can all see, he said. On the screen, the falcon could see the Stone Army setting up camp. A stone warrior spotted the falcon and shot it down, causing Zane to be thrown back from the shock as the screen filled with static. Everyone gasped. Zane pulled the goggles off. He's gone. Irene went to help him up. We don't know that, Wu said. Oh, Zane, I'm so sorry, Nia said. Well, he was our friend too, so we're not going to let him go in vain, Kai declared. If the Stone Army wants a fight, they got one. Well, that's going to have to wait because right now we're sailing straight for a storm, Misako said, spotting dark clouds on the horizon. All hands on deck. Lightning crashed and thunder rumbled. Irene, Cole, Kai, Lloyd, and Zane were holding the rope, trying to keep the sail from getting torn off the mast by the strong winds. Jay was huddled in the doorway, safely out of the rain. Hold the line, Cole shouted. The winds are too strong, Lloyd cried. I'm slipping, Irene yelled. We need everyone's help, Jay, Zane said. But I don't want to get wet. I only have one pair of underwear, Jay admitted. Jay, this is no time to be making jokes. The bounty can only take so much, Kai scolded. You think I'm trying to be funny? Jay yelled. Irene turned to face him, not letting go of the rope. You're serious? Jay, you live on this ship. How do you only have one pair of underwear? Jay turned red as he heard laughter. Okay, laugh all you want, but we'll see who laughs last when I have to go commando, he shouted. Who's laughing? Kai shouted back. Ugh, sounds like some of us are getting a kick out of this, Nia remarked as she tried to steer. That's not laughter, Misako realized. What is that sound? Wu asked as the strange, high-pitched laughter continued. Misako spotted some star-shaped creatures with fangs clinging to the window. Star teeth. Guys, why is the sea laughing at us? Kai asked. And why do I have the feeling we're not going to get the joke? Jay added. A bunch of the creatures landed on the deck. Hey, what's that? Cole wondered, letting go of the rope to go see them. Whoa! The others cried as they struggled to hold the rope. Irene lost her footing and almost flew over the side. I'm coming, I got it, Jay said, grabbing the rope. About time, Jay, Kai sassed. Took you long enough, Irene said. A wave crashed over the side and soaked Jay. Oh, perfect, he yelled as Irene snickered. Cole picked up the thing, seeing its teeth. It looks like some sort of a, fish. Wait, Misako shouted, coming onto the deck. We must not let the star teeth on board. They devour ships and won't stop until we sink. Cole looked at her in confusion. Then the one in his hand bit him. Ah! It bit me, he yelled, flinging it away onto the rope. It chewed through and the rope snapped, destabilizing the mast. Get them off the ship, Irene yelled, flinging one overboard. Kai's arms were covered in the little nasties. Arr, I'm starstruck. He shook them off, tossing them over the side. Good riddance, water vampires. Faster, or we'll sink, Lloyd cried. Get off there, Jay yelled. A bunch of star teeth were stuck to his back. Oh my, get him off, he shrieked. Use your spinjitzu, Kai shouted. Ninja, go, Jay cried, whipping around and spinning into the electric blue tornado. The star teeth flew off his back and landed on the sail. Okay, bad idea. So, don't aim for the sail, Irene shouted, spinning in an indigo blur and knocking a bunch of star teeth overboard. The others followed suit, spinjitsuing the creatures off the ship. Sink your teeth into this, Kai said. Jay gasped, spotting some of them chewing on the anchor chain. They eat through metal too? He cried. Irene yelled in frustration. I hate these little demon fishes. Guys, I think we have a bigger problem, Lloyd said, pointing to the hull of the ship. Some star teeth were chewing through the wood out of their reach. Jay sighed. Oh, I should have brought an extra pair of underwear. The next morning, the ninja were scooping water out with buckets. There was a giant hole in the side. The rudder had been wrecked and the mast was knocked over. This is hopeless. Now that we have no rudder, we've been drifting aimlessly and will never get to the Dark Island, Kai complained. We only know what is foretold will happen, not when it will happen, Misako said. Zane dropped his bucket. Irene looked over at him. Her eyes widened and she dropped her bucket as well. What is it, Zane? Wu asked. I sense something, Zane answered. I sense it too, Irene breathed. Is it the Falcon? Cole asked. Is he all right? Jay asked. Zane shook his head. No, it's something else. Brace yourselves, Irene shouted as the ship bumped up against the shores of a small island with a lighthouse. Who would build a lighthouse way out here? Lloyd wondered. It's not a lighthouse. It's a prison, Zane replied. Okay then, who would build a prison all the way out here? Irene asked. And who's being held here? Zane shrugged and walked up the steps. The others followed. They heard a strange, watery growl. Oh, I should have brought an extra pair of underwear, Jay moaned. Mysterious. We better keep going, Wu said. They got to the door. Jay spotted a security camera. Should we smile? He wondered. Irene made a funny face at the camera. The door opened, revealing an old man with glasses and a lab coat. His eyes lit up when he saw Zane. Zane, is it really you? He cried, hugging the white ninja. You found me. Do you know him? Lloyd asked. Of course I know him. I built him, for heaven's sake, the old man replied. But my memory tells me you have passed, Zane said, a little surprised. You found your memory switch, the old man said knowingly. The watery growl sounded again. Hurry, it can't know that you're here or else there will be dues to pay, Zane's father said, the smile vanishing. Jay gulped. I'll explain everything inside, including why it was that you thought I was dead, Zane's father said, ushering them inside. Nia took one last look at the ship and sighed. Well, the bounty sailing days are over. Come, Nia, Wu encouraged. Zane's father shut the door and barricaded it, then checked the camera feed. Locking, barricading, hand-checking. I think we're safe. This way, he said, leading them up the stairs. He introduced himself as Dr. Julian. Irene made introductions for everyone so that Dr. Julian could know who was who. Please, have a seat, he offered, gesturing into the room at the top. You must be thirsty. Zane looked around. Seat where? Dr. Julian pulled a lever and a table and benches popped out of the floor. There, of course, he said. Wow, that's pretty smart, Nia said. A technical wizard, Cole agreed. Jay spotted a clothesline with a clean pair of boxers hanging off it. He quickly snatched it before anyone could see. Irene noticed and elbowed him sharply. As they all sat down, Dr. Julian pressed a switch, and a little robot came out and set out cups in front of everyone. It went back and got a pot of tea pouring in. This is so cute, Irene said, smiling. Jay decided to have a little fun with the robot and moved his cup away every time the robot tried to pour him tea. Eventually, the robot gave up and just poured the hot tea on Jay's lap. He yelped in pain and danced around a little, making everyone laugh. Irene caught his eye and mouthed to him, You should have brought an extra pair of underwear. Jay glared at her. Father, I don't understand, Zane said. I saw you pass. Dr. Julian nodded. Yes, you did, and believe me when I tell you, I thought I was kaput. But as you know in Ninjago, the past is the past, he said. Misako added, In the future. Is the future, Wu finished. Yes, but after I turned off your memory switch, what you didn't see is Bonehead Samukai reviving me with a special elixir, Dr. Julian explained. He wanted me to create state-of-the-art war machines for their army. He said if I did, then I would be able to see my son again. And to make sure I didn't escape, he chained a Leviathan to keep guard. A Leviathan? That's what we heard in the ocean? Lloyd asked. Yes, Dr. Julian replied. When Samukai didn't return, I thought I would never see you again. He turned away from Zane. But as so much time has passed, I started to question if you would ever want to see me again. I was afraid if you found out what horrible things I've created, you would think I was a monster. We will get you out of here, Father, Zane promised. Now that we are together, perhaps we can invent a way off this rock. Could you repair the rocket boosters on our ship? Jay asked. That sailing ship has rocket boosters? Dr. Julian said excitedly. Well, the rotors and gears are shot, Nia said. Zane's father waved his hand. Pish-posh, no matter. I'll have your ship airworthy by dawn. Irene heard a low growl that seemed to shake her bones. It's an earthquake, Cole cried. No, it's much worse. He's here. Everyone hide, Dr. Julian said, and they all promptly scattered. Lloyd and Nia hid behind some furniture. Wu and Misako went down the stairs. Jay and Kai hid in the rafters. Irene shoved Cole and Zane into a corner and used her illusions to hide the three of them. Nobody make a sound, Dr. Julian whispered as the Leviathan's eyes became visible in the windows. He turned, a smile on his face. Aha, if it isn't my old chum, he exclaimed. He remembered the multiple cups on the table and thought fast, flipping them over and tapping on them with a pair of chopsticks. Hey, just marching to the beat of my own drum. You know, doing whatever I can to pass the time since I'm so, alone, he chuckled. The Leviathan accepted this and sank back into the ocean. Everyone came out of hiding. If we're going to make something and get out of here, we're going to have to hurry before it comes back, Kai said. They immediately started making preparations. Cole whistled a tune as he worked. Jay looked at him. What? It's catchy, he said. Zane made dinner for everyone and helped his father clear away the dishes while everyone else went back to work. Irene was helping Nia with the boosters. Do you think we can win? Nia asked. Irene paused. I have faith that Lloyd will do what he must, she said. I hope it will be enough. Me too, Nia agreed. And I know you're going to help him. Irene smirked. Yeah, I will. Her smile faded. I feel bad for him, though. He's forced to fight his own father, and because of the tomorrow's tea, he had to grow up way too fast. He's a 10-year-old in a 17-year-old's body. He's not mentally or emotionally prepared to do this, and I worry how it might affect him in the future. Hey, he's got you, me, and the guys to help him deal with stuff, Nia said. You know we'll help him. Irene smiled. I just wish he could have had a normal childhood, though. The Leviathan growled. Everyone aboard, it's coming, Dr. Julian shouted, running onto the ship with Zane close behind. It's here, Kai said as everyone got on the ship. He pointed to the greenish blue-gray tentacles rising out of the waves. Get us out of here, Nia, Jay shrieked. I hope she's ready, Nia said, starting the engines. Before the bounty could fly away, the Leviathan wrapped its tentacles around it, holding it in place. Lloyd, use your elemental powers, Wu shouted. As you wish, Sensei, Lloyd replied, summoning green energy and blasting it at the tentacles. Release us, you monster! Well done, Lloyd, Wu praised. Zane noticed something. It's chained, he shouted, climbing up on the railing. Zane, what are you doing? Dr. Julian cried. The Leviathan won't let us leave. I think I know a way I can help, Zane said. But you can't jump in. These oceans are filled with star teeth, Dr. Julian said. Zane turned to his father. I know. He jumped in. Zane, no, his father cried. The bounty was being pulled closer to the water. Irene fired off a wave of chaotic energy, but one of the tentacles grabbed her. Help, she cried. Lloyd attempted to pry her free, but the Leviathan held tight. Without warning, the Leviathan released them. It let us go, Kai exclaimed. No, really? It's obvious, Irene said sarcastically. What happened? Dr. Julian asked. Zane released the Leviathan and now it's letting us go, Lloyd realized. But where is my son? Dr. Julian asked. I'm here, Father, Zane called, climbing back over the railing. Zane, his father exclaimed, running over and embracing him. Zane, how did you know if you freed it from captivity it would let us go? Wu asked. Because no one deserves to be held captive, Zane answered. Not even a monster. They watched the Leviathan swim away. Farewell, creature from the sea. Enjoy your freedom, Zane said softly. The Destiny's bounty continued onto the dark island.